In previous videos, we've been using the equal to symbol to check equality of values. This is known as a comparison operator. Comparison operators are useful for comparing one value to another. For example, if we wanted to compare the volume of two spheres or the length of two lines, we would do so by using comparison operators. So let's have a look at some of the other comparison operators we can use in Python. To start, open up the Dynamo exercise file for this video. In this file, you'll notice that I've gone ahead and created two lines by start point, end point. Both of these contain the same start points, but different end points. We can see these lines by changing the script to automatic in the bottom left. And now in the background, you can see that we have two lines. So let's input both of these lines into input 0 and input 1 respectively, and open up the Python script. Let's start by recapping what the equal to operator does. This can be used to check if two values are equal by using two equal symbols. Let's try that on the lengths of the lines that we've input. First, we need to store the incoming lines into two different variables. Let's use CRV capital A and CRV capital B. Next, we can check how to get the length attribute by looking at the curve object in the Dynamo library. So navigate to Geometry, Curves, Curve, and then down the bottom, you can see that we've got an attribute which is length. The reason line has all the curve attributes is because the line type is actually a type of curve. That is, the line class inherits from the curve class. Using the length attribute, let's check if the lengths are equal. To do this, let's first store the lengths under two different variables. We'll call these alen for curve A and blen for curve B. So alen equals crv dot length, and the same for line B. Next, let's create a variable named check, and we'll assign the equal to operation, checking if both of these lengths are equal. So check equals alen equal to blen. This will check if the value on the left is equal to the value on the right and return a boolean. So let's output check and see what we get. You can see we get false because those two lines are not equal. The opposite of equal to is not equal to. To do this, we can use a not equal to operation, which is an exclamation mark followed by an equal symbol. So let's try this by using an if statement, which we learned in an earlier video, by checking if the two lengths are not equal. So if alen does not equal blen. If this is not true, let's reassign check to lines not equal, and then hit run. As expected, we get the string lines not equal because they're in fact not equal in length. Two other comparison operators we can use are less than or greater than. To try these, let's comment out the last statement and create a new if statement to check whether the length of one curve is greater or less than the other. We can do this by using the left angle bracket. So comment out lines 18 and 19, and let's check if alen is less than blen. If so, let's reassign check to line A is smaller. So this condition is checking if the length of A is less than the length of B. After this, let's add another elif statement to check if the length of A is bigger than B by using a right angle bracket. If this is true, let's reassign check to line A is bigger. So if the length of A is less than B, the if statement will return false, and the next elif statement will execute to check if A is greater than B. Let's go ahead and run that, and you can see that the if statement is returning true, so we get line A is smaller. So we now know that length A is less than length B. What if we change line B to be the same length as line A? Let's click Save Changes, and we'll change the endpoint of line B to be the same as line A. You can see that our Python script didn't output either string. To fix this, there are two other operators we can use, less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. We can use this by simply appending an equal symbol to the end of one of our angle operations. Let's try this by changing the elif statement to be if a_len greater or equal to b_len. Open up Python, and after the right angle bracket, let's add in an equal symbol. This will now check if length A is greater or equal to length B. If either of these are true, it will return true. So let's hit run. Great. We now know that the line is either equal to or bigger than B. These comparisons are useful when comparing two values. They can be even more flexible when we start adding in logical operators to combine multiple operations.